Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Got it, looking for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He caught it! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide.
And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route runner. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get pushed up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Moffitt. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Woof. That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Still running up at 40. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Tuggle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these were two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Oh, Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Here we go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Irish!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. For a productive play on first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry up. Dialing up a second down pass play. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Ramsey. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires it. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Bringing it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the comeback is on.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Now on the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The give on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Handoff to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 42, 4th down coming up.
maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his 2nd pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you, dude.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 31 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And tackled there by the defense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 28, Notre Dame 14.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Right back to him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Stopped after making the catch. Notre Dame right back to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Fung. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game offensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. He's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Steps away. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
In the end zone.
They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Penn State, 35. Notre Dame, 21.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go. One possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now how do we get this stopped? Now the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. And now they trail by only 6.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They'll line up to go for 2.
Man, it's one thing to get a few yards and, you know, see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the second level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
Penn State, 43.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 35. Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he's looking to throw. He'll heave it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the connection. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've...
Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this. Tick, tick, tick.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Moffitt. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake. Feeling some... And now he's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been